Okay, good morning, students. So we completed with the ARM instructions. No, so today I will explain you about the ARM architecture. Okay, ARM architecture, the basic ARM architecture. ARM is based on Berkeley RISC machine. Okay, we call this. This is based on Berkeley RISC machine. Okay, so RISC, you know that as I told you, the difference between the RISC and CISC. Okay, so RISC is nothing but a reduced instruction set computer. Okay, and it have fixed length. It is a fixed length instruction. It's a fixed length instruction, and it supports pipelining. Okay, it supports pipelining, and it is based on load store. Okay, load store architecture, load store architecture. So ARM is a 32-bit architecture. So basically, the ARM. Okay, ARM we call as an advanced RISC machine. Okay, we call as an advanced RISC machine. So why this advanced RISC machine means here this is based on the RISC. This is a RISC machine. So they implemented some more characteristics. Those are nothing but load store character. That means whatever the operations performed in this ARM, that will be coming from the memory to the register, and it is going through the register. So that means register plays a vital role during the processing of this data, processing of data. That's why we call it the load store architecture. We call it the load store. So this is based on the load store architecture. Okay, so and this is a 32-bit architecture. Okay, so 32-bit architecture means what? It will process 32-bit of data, and all the registers are of what? 32-bit only. Okay, so when we are using with the when used in relation to the ARM, when you are used the relation to the ARM, you need to know about some terminology. That is, 8 is a byte is nothing but you know that 8 bits. Okay, and word. What is word? Word is nothing but 32 bits, or we can call it a 4 bytes. Word is also called as 4 bytes. Okay, and half word, half word is nothing but 16 bits, 16 bits, or we can call it 2 bytes. So the group of 2 bytes is nothing but uh, half word. Okay, so here most of the ARM implement two instruction sets. Okay, most of the ARM implement two instruction sets. Two instruction sets. Those are one is 32-bit ARM instruction set, ARM instruction set, and next one is 16-bit, 16-bit. We call as a thumb instruction set, thumb instruction. Okay. So in order to increase the code density or increase the power dissipation, means in order to decrease the power dissipation, we are using this thumb instruction. So in some applications, this ARM will be used as Jazelle. Okay, Jazelle instructions. Jazelle instructions. These are used basically. These are used for the concept. These are used for the concepts that are implemented implemented using Java codes. So wherever you need to uh, run some Java codes, this ARM we can use as a Jazelle code. Okay. So now today I will explain you about the basic architecture of ARM processor. Okay. So first of all, I will draw the diagram for the ARM processor, and I will explain you each and every component and how the data is flowing and how it will be there. Okay. So you have so this is nothing but address register, address register. and here there is a data. This is the address A31 to 0 means 32 bit. Okay, and next you have address incrementer. Address incrementer. Okay, and you have the register bank. Register bank. Those are R0 to R15 and 6 status registers. Status registers. Okay, and so these are connected. This is a 32 cross 8 multiplier, or we can call it a MAC. MAC means multiplier and accumulator. Okay, and next you have barrel shifter. You have barrel shifter. Okay, next you have ALU. Okay, so you have two buses. So one is A bus. This is A bus. We call this as a A bus. A bus. And next here you have data out register and data in register. Data in register. So here you have data bus. Data bus is how much the 32 bit from D0 to D31. Okay. So next, so here whatever the data out register is there, so that is coming to the data bus, and whatever the data uh, from the external world, it is coming to the data in register. Okay. So here, if you see, this is the architecture. Okay, architecture of ARM processor, and next you have ALU bus. Okay, ALU bus will connect all this. Okay, this is the ALU bus. Okay, so we'll see each and every part in detail. Okay, so here if you see, uh, so there is one thing. So here there is a RD register that is sent to data out. Here there is RD register, destination register. Whatever the result you are getting, RD sent to data out. Data out. Okay. So here if you see the architecture, this is the basic architecture of ARM processor. So here I will explain you how the data is coming out and how the data is processing. So this is the address register. So from the address register, it can calculate whatever the 32-bit address is there. Okay, and here there is a address incrementer. So what this address incrementer will do, for every instruction, the address will be incremented by either 4. Okay, so that means in each location we can accommodate 8 bits of data. So that means in here I told you 8 bits means 4 bytes equal to 32 bit. No, so that means if it is the address is 32 bit, every time this address incrementer will increment the address to 4. Okay, and here this is a PC bus. So what the PC bus will do? PC bus will, uh, the program counter. Program counter is a register, so it will always point to the address of the next instruction. That means while performing that one current instruction, next instruction address will be stored in the PC. Okay, program counter. So there we can use this PC bus. Okay, so here this is register banks. In the register banks, you have R0 to R15. So total 16 registers will be there, and 6 status registers will be there. That is there in the CPS current program status register. So if you see this side, you have two buses. Okay, so you have two buses. One is A bus. Okay, so one is A bus, and another one is B bus. Okay, so that means whatever the register RM is there, directly coming through the A bus to the ALU. Okay, so here if it is a B bus, let us take RN is there. Okay, so RN is coming through the multiplier. Suppose if you want to multiply any content of the registers, you can directly pass this RN to the multiplier. So directly we can calculate the multiply through the multiplier or multiplier accumulator. Okay, or this whatever the RN is there, RN is coming through the B bus through the barrel shifter. Okay, so through the barrel shifter, the RN is coming. Okay, so RN, what is this barrel shifter? Barrel shifter is nothing but it is a combinational circuit. Okay, so it can shift left or shift right. Okay, or rotate left or rotate right, or to any number of times. That means whatever the number we are specifying in the register in the instructions, that many times it will shift left. Okay, so that means this we call as a pre-processing. That means before coming into the ALU, whatever the data is there present in the register, that will be processed. Okay, suppose we have seen in the instructions like add RD. Okay, RD means let us take so let us take R1. Okay, let us take the register R1 and R2. So destination register is R2. R1 uh, comma R0 hash LSL suppose 2 you take. Okay, so that means so here this is nothing but here R naught equal to what? R naught equal to Rn and R1 equal to Rm and R2 is nothing but the destination register. Okay, so that means before coming into the ALU, so before performing this add operation, so whatever our R naught is there, that is left shift by how many times? 2 times. So as I told you, when you are left shifting by 1 time means the number will be doubled, and when you are left shift by 2 times means the number will be multiplied with 4. So that means you are getting 4 R naught plus R1. Okay, whatever the result you are getting, that will be stored in where? R2. Okay, so that means this operation. So that means this operation left shift, you getting 4 R naught. So this will be done by the barrel. Okay, so this will be done by the barrel shifter. So before coming into the ALU, whatever the left shift or right shift or rotate operation is there, that will be performed in the barrel shifter. So this process we call as a pre-process. Okay, so after that, whatever the addition operation is there, this will be performed by using ALU. Okay, so here what happens, this is a combinational circuit and ALU is a combinational circuit. So what happens, uh, so here you need to do two operations. So one is shift operation and next one is addition operation. So the whatever these two operations are there, this will be done by the one one clock cycle, or we can call it one machine cycle. One machine cycle. So within a one machine cycle, so whatever the two operations are there, they are performing in one machine cycle, so that we can increase the speed of the operation by using the barrel shifter. We can increase the speed of the operation. So this is the barrel shifter and data out register, data in register. Data out means what? Whatever the processing of data will be there, that will be out to the out to the data through the data out, and data in will be coming through the data in register. Okay, so first data will be so here from the data bus. Okay, so here this is the instruction decoder and control logic. So that means whatever the instruction fetched from the memory, first it should be decoded. That means it should be whatever the address or instruction is there, that will be decoded to understandable thing. So that's why we are using instruction decoder. So here first of all the data is coming through the data bus, data in register, and it is given to the instruction decoder. So from the address you are getting the address of that particular register. So first it will be stored in the register. Okay, so particular from the memory location it will take the content. Okay, so it will take the data, and after that it will store in the register. Okay, so after storing, what happens? So you have like two source registers. Okay, so two source registers as I told you. Mm. So in this ARM you have two source registers. Those are uh, RM and RN, and you have one destination register. So one destination register, that is nothing but RD. Okay, so that means whatever the data is there, that will be stored in two source registers, and so it is one register is coming through the A bus and another register is coming through the B bus, and this whatever the content of this register is there, this is pre-processed by the barrel shifter. Okay, it will be pre-processed by the barrel shifter. So what happens? This ALU will perform whatever the addition operation, subtraction operation, multiplication will be taken care by this one. Some logical operations will be done by the ALU. Okay. So after performing this whatever the arithmetic and logical operations, again it will be going to the going to this bus. Okay. This bus we call as the ALU bus. Okay. So this bus we call as the ALU bus. So through the ALU bus, whatever the result of the ALU is there, that will be passed, will be go through the ALU bus. Again, it will be stored in the registers. Okay. So again, whatever the result you are getting, that will be stored in the which register? Destination register. Okay. So here some destination register means here, if you see this example, so the result is stored in R2. Okay. This is R2 is nothing but the destination register. After this, whatever the result stored in the destination register, again it is going through the B bus. Okay. So again, whatever the result is there, RD is result is there, that is sent to the through the B bus, and it is sent through the data out, and it is placed in the data bus. Okay. So like this, the processing will be happen. Okay. So that means if you understand the operation, so this diagram is easy. So here the address register is there, and this is PC bus and address incrementer, and these are the register banks. You know how many registers are there in the ARM: R0 to R15 and 16 status registers. Okay, and this is a 32. So you need to remember this one. So that means that there are two source registers. One is RM and RN. Okay, so whatever the RM is there directly coming to the A bus to the ALU, and RN is there that is coming through the 32 cross 8 multiplier or MAC. We can call the multiplier or MAC. Okay, multiply and accumulate. So it is coming through the barrel shifter. So why it is coming through the barrel shifter means you are doing pre-processing. That means this ARM processor will do pre-processing. That means it can barrel shifter can be it's a combinational circuit. It can shift left or shift right, or rotate left or rotate right any number of times depending on the instructions you given of content of the register. Whatever the content of register RN are there, that will be shift left or shift right, or rotate left or rotate right by any number of times. And here you have the ALU. So whatever the logical or arithmetic instructions are there, that will be performed by ALU, and you will get some result in some destination register. So again, that destination register will be stored in the register bank. Okay, so in the register bank, again it is coming. So here RD is coming. Whatever the result is there in the RD. Okay, so result is there in the RD, that is coming through this B bus, and it is coming through the data out register and data bus. Okay, so like this you can make this architecture. Okay, so you can remember it's easy. Okay, so here what happens, as I told you, this ARM is a load store architecture. So that means what is load load means so whatever the instructions are there, instructions copies the data from memory location to register. Okay, so memory location to register. Suppose what is store means instructions copies the data from the register to memory. Okay, so that means here whatever the operations are there, that will be performed with the register itself. Okay, whatever the data processing, whatever the loading and storing and processing is there, that will be performed within the register only. So that's why we call this as a load store architecture. So that is not performed in the memory. First of all, what you are doing, load means so these instructions will take the data from the memory and it will keep in the register. Okay, so after processing that, whatever the instructions you are executing, so after processing, so the data will be stored in some register, that is nothing but destination register. Again, whatever the content of the destination register are there, you are storing in the memory itself. Again, you are storing in the memory itself. That's why we call this as a load store architecture. Okay, so this is about the architecture. So you need to remember, that means if you see the microprocessor or microcontroller, you have one source register and one register. Like in the microprocessor, you told like move AX comma BX is there. So what is this one? This is a source register and this is nothing but destination register. So that means here what you are doing, you are sending the content of source register to destination register. But in the ARM, you have two source registers and two destination registers. So in this ARM, if you see move RD, this format will be like the RD, and uh, so this is one source register, RM, RM, and RM. Okay, so these two are nothing but source register, and this is nothing but destination register. Okay, so that means what you are doing, you can perform like in this add operation, add. Okay, so that means what you are doing, you are adding the content of RM and RN, and result will be stored back to the destination register. Okay, so in this you can say that add AX comma BX. Okay, suppose if it is a controller, you can say that add A comma R naught. Okay, so that means here what you are doing, you are adding the content of AX and content of BX. Result will be stored back to the AX. So this is source register and this is destination register. So you have only one source register and one destination register. So here also you are adding the content of A and content of R naught. Whatever the result you are getting, you are storing back to the accumulator. So but in the ARM, you have two source registers and one destination register. Okay, not one source register. So you can pre-process. That means, as I told you this example. So pre-processing means what? So within an instruction, you can perform the whatever the shifting operation is there, that will be we can perform. So which one will take care means barrel shifter will take care of that shift operation. So the barrel shifter can shift left or shift right to any number of times depending on whatever the number you given in the instruction. Okay, so this is about the architecture of ARM.